Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Supreme Industries Q2FY25 earnings conference call hosted by DAM Capital Advisors. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star, then 0 on your touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Asim Bharde. Thank you, and over to you, Mr. Bharde.
Thank you, Riddhi. Good evening all, and thanks for connecting to Supreme Industries Q225 results call. From the company side, we have the senior leadership team who will take us to the Q2 performance and give us a brief comment, following which we'll open the call for questions. Thank you, and over to you, Mr. Tapar.
Thank you very much, Asim Bhai. Thank you very much. I am MP Taparia, Managing Director of the Supreme Industries Limited. I, along with my colleague, Sri P.C. Somani, CFO, and Sri R.J. Sabu, Vice President, Corporate Affairs and Company Secretary, welcome all the participants who are participating in the discussion of the unaudited standalone and consolidated financial results for the quarter and half year ended 30th September 2024. The stand-alone results and the consolidated results are already with you. I will be brief on company product operating performance and other highlights. The company sold 138,077 tons of plastic goods and achieved net product turnover of rupees 2,236 crore during the second quarter of the current year, against sale of 137,763 tons of plastic goods and achieved net product turnover of rupees 2,274 crore in the corresponding quarter of previous year, resulting volume growth at freight level and product value degrowth of around 2%. The company sold 11,912 tons of plastic goods and achieved net product turnover of rupees 4,848 crore during the first half of the current year, against sale of 286,307 tons and net product turnover of rupees 4,614 crore in the corresponding half year of the previous year, achieving volume and product value growth of around 9% and 5% respectively. The consolidated operating profit and profit after tax for the second quarter of the current year amounted to rupees 347 crore and rupees 207 crore as compared to rupees 380 crore and rupees 243 crore respectively for the corresponding quarter of the previous year, resulting decrease of 9% and 15% respectively. The consolidated operating profit and profit after tax for the half year of the current year amounted to rupees 772 crore and rupees 480 crore as compared to rupees 723 crore and rupees 459 crore respectively for the corresponding period of previous year, recording increase of 7% and 5% respectively. The business scenario of all the product segment of the company for the second quarter ended 30th September 2024 as compared to the corresponding quarter of previous year has been as under. Plastic piping system business decreased by 1% in volume and 5% in value term. Packaging product segment business grew by 11% in volume and 14% in value term. Industrial product segment business decreased by 2% in volume and grew by 1% in value term. Consumer product segment business decreased by 8% in volume and 1% in value term. The overall turnover of value-added product is gone down to rupees 907 crore during the current quarter as compared to rupees 942 crore in the corresponding quarter of the previous year. The company has a total cash surplus of rupees 674 crore as on 30th September 2024, as against cash surplus of rupees 1,178 crore as on 31st March 2024. Going forward, the business outlook. Plastic pipe system business growth was severely affected due to extreme volatility in PVC resin prices, low spending on infrastructure in the first 6 months by governments, and extended monsoon. Due to Red Sea shipment movement blockage, the container productivity went down extremely. It led to steep freight increase from Asian countries to India. 60% demand of PVC resin in India is made from imports. Out of that 66% volume, more than 80% import comes from Asian countries. This has led to increase in the cost of PVC resin between mid-April to 30th June by 19%. As the freight rate started moving down, the prices took a deep cut between 1st July to 16th August. The prices then went down by 17.5%. This type of price volatility in a very short period led to deep destocking in the entire trade channel. As the rainy season got extended, the demand revival for agricultural pipe also remained subdued in the month of September. The government spending on infrastructure also has gone down in the first half of this fiscal year. Thus, the company is required to revise guideline of 25% volume growth in plastic pipe system to be between 16% to 18% for the year. Now the price volatility is price trend of PVC will sustain or go up marginally. Business season started, monsoon is withdrawn. The government also announced an increase in infra spending in second half of this financial year. The company is fully geared to cater to increased demand of its product with increased available capacity from various ongoing brownfield expansion at multiple locations. The new greenfield unit dedicated for production of varieties of industrial ball valve at Malanpur has commenced commercial production with effect from 1st September 2024. The company has been allocated required land near Patna in Bihar and also purchased required private land at Kathua district in Jammu and Kashmir for putting up plastic product complex including plastic pipe system. Execution of project at these locations shall be taken in hand during the next financial year. With completion of all the expansion plan undertaken in hand, total installed capacity of piping system division shall reach 835,000 tons per annum by the end of March 2025. The business of cross-laminated film has started showing improved performance with improved demand for tarpaulin and penetrating newer export markets. The division expects about 15% volume growth in the business segment for the year with improved profitability. Trials have commenced for the newly developed cross-plastic film, which has good export potential. The commercial launch of the product is expected by December 2024. The company expanded and introduced various new models of chair and cabinet in its furniture segment. 10 new models have been introduced in the first half of fiscal year 2024-25. The division continues to add showroom to improve awareness of its range of premium products. Total strength of the showroom has reached 328 by end of September 2024 from 308 showroom as on 31st March 2024. Focus on strengthening distribution channel and adding more retail outlets continue. In the industrial component division, business conditions are improving and company expects demand scenario to further improve in sectors of home appliance, white goods, which constitute large part of this business. The division is also working to expand its customer base and develop the business in new sectors and witnessing positive outcome. The material handling division is continuously expanding its customer base, introducing new products, and also investing in new machines and more. Orders have been placed for requisite equipment for bubble guard board and capacity expansion of PP ROC. The division will continue to strive to enlarge its customer base and product portfolio, paving the way for moderate growth. Composite LPG cylinder division continues to cater to existing overseas customers and also participate in various export inquiries. Supplies under new LOI issued from Indian Oil Corporation Limited are taking place regularly and expect to receive orders for additional quantities also. Response to company's effort to engage with the distribution system of LPG cylinders with promotional activities are positive. The protective packaging division is doing good business and its focus on developing customized solutions is working well. The strategy to work more on fabricated products is yielding a positive outcome. The division is continuously increasing its fabrication capacity in various geographies to cater to increased demand. Expansion activities are undertaken at Chachala, Telangana, Malanpur in Madhya Pradesh, and Kharagpur in West Bengal, which shall be in place during the third and fourth quarter of this financial year. Negotiation for a suitable location for a new greenfield site near the port in the western region to cater to export opportunity and domestic demand are yet to be concluded. The performance packaging division continues to utilize its capacity optimally and work on improved product mix and post-extrusion value-added product. Export opportunity remains the focus area and the division is able to penetrate some new countries. The company placed equipment order and also awarded civil construction work for making windows at its new site in Kanpur, Dehat in UP. In the first phase, company now plans to put entire window making facility in Kanpur and cater to customers in Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand and NCR area. The company expects to supply windows in the first half of 2025-2026. Looking at the business outlook and future growth opportunities, the company has made CapEx commitment, including carry forward commitment of around 1,500 crore. Total cash outflow during the current year is not likely to exceed 1,000 crore and shall be funded entirely from internal accrual. This is a brief and overall summary for the quarter and half year ending under reference. Thank you for your patience. Now I and my colleague, Sri P.C. Somani and Sri R.J. Sabu are available to reply to various queries raised by all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Please limit yourself to 2 questions per participant. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Rahul Agarwal from Ikigai Asset Management. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Sir, first question was, would you like to share the inventory loss for the quarter?
Maybe around 35 to 40 crores.
Okay. Secondly, in the first quarter conference call, you had mentioned that the polyethylene gas piping systems would see some kind of launch in October. Could you share some progress report on that, please?
Polyethylene gas system?
Yes, sir.
No, it is under a good progress. We anticipate that we will get order in this quarter.
Sir, how does the bidding pipeline look like? Could you share some kind of numbers in terms of what's the pipeline overall for the industry?
Pipeline of what? Gas pipeline. Gas pipeline. The gas pipeline is a plastic pipeline are used below the ground. Now we developed a pipe, a composite pipe, which can be also used above the ground. The market is around 100,000 tons annually, but we have still not participated at all, so I can't say much about it. But as our product is now approved by so many inspecting agency, we anticipate to get orders from this quarter.
Got it, sir. And last question was on CPVC resin. Like on the TV interview, you shared some numbers on PVC resins import and domestic production. Could you share what is the CPVC resin local production and how much is the import today?
CPVC resin local production, yes, we don't know. We are getting from local also, imported also. Local also, they have to import PVC. They don't make PVC. The local suppliers who are making are importing PVC and then chlorinating and offering CPVC. Our material of them also is being imported.
Sure, sir. But how much would be CPVC compounds available in terms of tonnage in India?
I don't buy compound. I buy only resin only. But overall the market is around 220,000 tons annually.
Okay, sir. And lastly, sir, just on PVC resins, you mentioned that the import still remains like 65% of overall consumption. Let's say 3-5 years out, do you think the Indian, there are large business houses which have announced some new capacity. You think India can be self-sufficient in PVC resin production?
No, that announced expansion will happen in 2026, 2027. But when the capacity happens also, India will still require to import minimum 2 million tons. India will remain short up to 2030 with the current forecast.
Got it, sir. Perfect. Thank you so much, sir. All the best and wish you a very happy Diwali.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Shravan Shah from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Sir, just trying to further understand in terms of our lowering the volume guidance for FY25. So if I'm just doing the math, the ask rate for second half is for plastic pipe segment is close to 20 to 22% kind of a growth required. That means a 92% kind of a utilization. So there are two questions trying to understand. In September, was our volume in plastic pipe segment was much better than the July, August, and in terms of the October, is it much better than the September? And if possible, how we can break this in terms of the overall third quarter, how much growth are we looking at?
I think your quarterly number in July was a very bad month. In July, our business has gone down from 34,700 tons to 27,700 tons. It dropped by 20% in the month of July. In August, there was marginally 3% growth. In September, it was more than 15% growth. And now onward, normally second half is always better. Our last year second half grew by 28% by volume. And 22-23 we grew by 38% by volume. Second half is always better than first half. And now huge destocking took place in last 4 months. Maybe June, July, August, September. We anticipate good growth going forward compared to first half. So we are confident when we are revising guideline to 16-18%, we are quite confident. Unless some very untoward event take place.
Got it. And second, in terms of the going forward also, previously we talk about even from FY25 onwards, so FY26 onwards, we were looking at broadly 12 to 15% kind of volume growth. So that guidance remains intact. Got it. And sir, on the realization front in plastic pipe segment on QOQ basis, 6.1%, there is a significant increase. So now, how do we see third quarter in terms of the pricing? Will it for us, will it be some decline will be there, or it will be a flattish to some improvement?
We don't anticipate PVC price to go down now further. So when PVC price is not going to go down, we do not see any reason why the value will decline compared to the volume growth.
Okay. Got it. And is it possible currently what's the total capacity? Though we are mentioning that by FY25 we will be for plastic pipe we will be 8,35,000. But currently how much it is?
It may be currently maybe around 790,000.
Okay. Got it, sir. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Utkarsh Noponi from Bob Capital Markets Limited. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, good evening, sir. Sir, first thing I wanted to understand, what would be the peak capacity utilization for our pipe facility during strong demand season?
80-85%.
Okay. Sir, because you mentioned that our current pipe capacity is around 790,000. And if we do the math, then it looks like that we need to operate at close to around 90% utilization rate for the second half of FY25 to meet our guidance.
Yes, so, we got quite large inventory now stock end of September.
Okay.
Capacity is also increasing in the second half further.
And every month we are increasing. From 790 go to 835. Every month we will go on adding capacity because this is going on brownfield expansion, not a new greenfield.
Yeah, got the point, sir. And sir, second thing, our pipe volume has grown at around 8 to 9% rate during pre-COVID period. And given the current economic scenario, just wanted to understand from you, what would be the sustainable pipe volume growth rate in your viewpoint, say, over the next two to 3 year period? I'm not asking for FY26 or 27, but from medium-term perspective, what kind of a volume growth we can look for?
I can say normally I could talk country growth. Country growth should remain between 10 to 12% going forward next 3 years.
Okay.
Country growth.
And sir, my last question is that what would be the sustainable margin guidance for our pipe and packaging segment?
Piping segment will be between 14 to 16%.
And so for packaging segment?
Packaging is always better.
Sir, can you quantify, because our packaging segment margin has remained pretty weak for the last few quarters, but what kind of a run rate we can look for going forward?
Between 16 to 18%.
Okay, thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, to make sure the management is able to answer every question, please limit yourself to 2 questions per participant. Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Ritesh Shah from Investec. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. Couple of questions. Sir, first is any update on the anti-dumping duty which is expected on PVC? And secondly, what we hear is the quality control order on PVC got postponed. Likewise on EDC, ethylene and VCM. Sir, any updates from a regulatory side over here which can help on PVC pricing?
Actually, that question first I must tell you. So, anti-dumping duty, the best for people to reply will be Reliance Industries Limited. So, in that, we are not involved parties. And on this BIS certification, we believe that BIS will require to extend it up to, as of today, it's up to 24 December. Up to 24 December, very few companies have been qualified. Country dependent more than 3 million ton PVC import. They have qualified up till now only 5 suppliers. If they don't extend it, then there is going to be a huge crisis in the country in January, February. There is no PVC. PVC prices will go up 100% more. And we have to close down the capacity also. So we don't anticipate such scenario. I don't think any such thing, this is wrong decision to take it. We are dependent on import. Today you can't restrict all the people of the world not to supply to India. No way. PVC is very important material required for farming, required for housing.
Okay. Sir, that's very useful. Sir, my second question is, we have downward revised the volume guidance. You indicated we are confident on second half volume growth of 21-24%, the implied numbers. So I was just trying to get a sense on how does the agri order book stand, because just going through my notes, a couple of quarters back we had indicated that we had 480 crores of confirmed order book from the Maharashtra government. Is it possible for you to provide some color on the agri order book, and when we say that lower spending by government in first half, what all states we are referring to over here? Just trying to get more comfort on the volume throughput into second half.
Nothing to do with agriculture. It was only for infrastructure. There are two. We don't mix two things. Agriculture separate subject, and Maharashtra order was for infrastructure, for providing water. Har nal se jal. So they got to do infrastructure, and they are hardly buying anything.
Okay. Sir, what I'm trying to understand is what is the current order book position which gives us confidence for volume growth for the guidance that we have given?
We would have a huge trade channel. We would more than 1,000 distributors who are marketing our product. We would huge network of retailers, huge network of plumbers, and they require now for housing, you require the product. It's a very important product for housing. In house, a functional area, kitchen and bathroom. You cannot use anything without water pipeline. Our essential product. And housing construction going on properly. And government is also building 30 million houses. They require piping system.
Correct. Sir, if I can I squeeze in one more question?
Yeah, please ask me what you want.
Yeah, sir. So basically, when we have given the guidance of 590,000 for full year on piping side, sir, what part of it would be government driven and what part of it would be agri? Would it be possible for you to give some broad ballpark numbers over here?
Very small government driven. Very small government driven. We don't do more than 2,000-3,000 ton business of government every month. We are a small player in government business. We don't participate in many government business. Agriculture demand will be there definitely. Now, next 5 months, demand season for agriculture, where the monsoon is withdrawn.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Keshav Lahoti from HDFC Securities. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity. So firstly, I just want to clarify the numbers which you have given is 20% degrowth in July, August degrowth is 3% year on year, and September more than 15% growth. Have I heard it right?
Yeah, right now.
Okay. And how has been the thing shaping up in October month?
October now is still only 20 days past.
Yeah. So how are the early trends? Are we doing double-digit kind of growth?
I can't work on day-to-day basis. As I told you already that we will be growing more than 40% in second half. We have grown 38% in by 22-23. Last year we grew by 28%. Second half is normally a better business period for our piping system. So at 16% growth, we must grow by 41% by volume. We are very confident.
Understood that. Sir, in last quarter, you have guided your CPVC volume growth was 40%. How has been this number in Q2?
CPVC volume growth, we are 33% for 6 months.
33% for 6 months. Okay. That is your range. And so what is your overall volume growth guidance? Pipe, you said 16 to 18, but overall?
Overall, we may grow between 14 to 15% for the company.
Okay. And one last question, sir. What is the sense on the channel inventory? Is it picking up?
What is
channel inventory? It will pick up. It will pick up. Channel inventory.
Channel inventory is huge. In channel are there. There are so many distributors and so many retailers. But because they buy both less, we are getting figure from the raw material maker also. They sell was poor now. So we definitely believe that channel must have emptied. Any man, this is season time. So normally, there are people that demand will be better. With no rain. So housing activity will also pick up big way. And the big festival is gone. The Navrat, Dasara, Diwali big festival will be going after October. So November onward, they are all busy business months. and the kharif crop is going to be harvested, and the fields are empty. They require money to be invested in development work. And fortunately, this year, the water reservoir, the 155 big reservoir of the country, they are full 88%. So there is enough water for the farmer to invest money to lay pipeline.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Praveen Sahai from Prabhudas Lilladher Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for opportunity. So the first question is related to the margin. If I adjust your inventory loss, your margin is nearly around 15.5 or 15.6%. So with the normalization in the PVC resin prices, second half, are you expecting similar kind of?
Given guidance, today also it will be between 14.5 to 15.25%. Now there's always some uncertainty, but we are quite comfortable.
So for a full year, you are saying 14.5 to 15.2%.
15.25, what can happen? Nothing. Nobody knows now. So better to your safe side.
Okay. Fine. So the second question is related to the the realization, especially in that we had seen some correction as well in the realization in the piping segment. So is that YOY side? Is that some element of a product mix also there?
I don't follow your question.
Can you just repeat your question? We will not understand
Yeah.
properly.
So the realization of a plastic pipe segment on the YOY side, it's a 4% of a down, and QOQ it's a 6% of a up. And if I look at the fluctuation in the PVC resin prices, has been also there, and you had also given some fluctuations in the quarter, some upside in the PVC resin prices as well. But is that the Q2 versus the last year Q2? There is a product mix change as well.
Yes, so many SKUs, so many systems.
So many.
Can't track that way.
So it's not only because of a PVC resin prices, it's also the product mix change which has led to the difference in the realization.
Value-added item must have been better, otherwise the margin would have gone further down.
And you are able to maintain this value-added mix, 40% of a value-added expected to be maintained at the
Might
company?
have been better value addition in the month of August, September.
No, sorry, sir, repeat.
Might have been better value addition sale in the month of August and September, because in the pipe prices the margins have been completely eroded due to fall in the resin prices. So we could still sustain margin to a respectable number due to better sale of value-added item in month of August and September.
Okay. Got it, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come back.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Sonali Sangorkar from Jefferies. Please go ahead.
Sir, good evening. Thank you for the opportunity. Sir, my first question will be regarding any segmental flavor you would like. By segmental, I mean end user, you would like to highlight in terms of in this quarter, which segment did not perform well? And secondly, going forward, maybe in the second half, which segment do you expect to perform better?
Segment, I think the plastic pipe system will work better in second half. Then packaging segment business will be better second half. Furniture segment, I think all the divisions will do better in second half. Normally, all divisions do better in second half.
Sorry, sir. I meant from the point of view of either housing or infrastructure or agri.
Infrastructure, we are not a big player. But a small player, that business was eroded in the first half. So that business may grow again by 10,000-12,000 tons. But we are a small player in infrastructure. Our major business is housing, and next is agriculture. Infrastructure is a poor third.
So was it the case that housing was not doing well in July when we had this degrowth of about 20% volumes?
July is a rainy season. No? July normally remains lower.
So year-on-year drop.
Year-on-year, because the prices were coming down, so the whole pipeline, they were reducing their own stock. They all lost money. When prices coming down by 17.5%, then my distributor also who are stocking goods, they all lose money.
Understood. So basically, how is it a fair understanding that housing is doing well, but this was predominantly due to destocking?
We are very correct.
Okay. So I just wanted to confirm, August 3%, was it a growth or a degrowth in volumes?
August was 3% degrowth.
Yes. I guess overall growth was 3%.
Growth, it was growth. Yeah, it was growth or degrowth, what she asking?
They were growth.
Okay. So July a drop of 20%, August a growth of 3%, and
September growth is 15%.
Understood, sir. So thank you for this clarity and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Srinath V from Bellwether Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Wanted to find out how CPVC is growing. Is it growing faster than the piping division? Also wanted to understand anti-dumping duty on CPVC has come in, and are the prices stable as the channel started accepting inventory? Just wanted your views, sir.
Now, CPVC prices are stable. There is no drop, no increase. The anti-dumping duties have come mostly on Chinese suppliers and on some South Korean suppliers. We are basically in India is getting materials from USA, Europe, Japan and Thailand. There is no anti-dumping duty imposition on those countries.
Got it. And growth, sir, in CPVC, how is it playing out in this demand environment?
CPVC, how much?
How is the growth? Yeah.
Growth, yeah, I don't know, maybe 10 to 12%. Our company grew by 33%.
Oh, wow. So in this quarter, we saw 33% growth in CPVC volumes.
Even half yearly. In this quarter also we have grown better.
Okay, sir. So the CPVC market has been somewhat stable from a demand perspective. The demand weakness is largely in PVC. Is that a fair understanding, sir?
PVC in India is used for plumbing. Plumbing is not affected by rainy season. Plumbing is done inside the bathroom. So demand doesn't get affected. The housing was going on properly.
Got it. So CPVC business grew double digit even in this quarter.
Our company has a good position in CPVC.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Sneha Talreja from Nuvama. Please go ahead.
Hi, good evening, sir. Thanks a lot for the opportunity. So just two questions from my end. One is related to, you have mentioned that you will be manufacturing the entire window system at, one of your plants. Could you, elaborate on this? Because earlier you were looking to manufacture only windows profiles. How big is this opportunity? And what are the numbers we can see from this particular business?
No, we will not selling profile. We will be giving customized window as per the requirement of any project. So we will be making a ready-made window as per the size and supply to the customer house. We will be installing the window also. So with our 5,000 ton capacity, we may be able to produce by overall average some 320,000 window every year. And we will be restricting ourselves to market in UP, Uttarakhand and NCR area. And we are going to make window only in our Kanpur plant. So we are also wanting to learn the business.
How big is this market currently and who are the players?
Market, there are many players. We are the last entrant. There are many players. Market may be around 150,000 tons. And we are putting capacity of 5,000 tons.
Understood. So lastly, on the plastic pipe division, while most of the questions are answered, just related to inventory side of it, according to you, what must be the channel inventory, and has already channel started picking up inventory in October? Would that have normalized, or is it yet to normalize?
I believe channel inventory must have been normal because there's no reason now. The whole price drop has happened in the middle of August. Thereafter, there was no big change in pricing. That's why you are seeing we have more than 15% growth in September. So channel inventory must have become normal.
Understood. One last one, if at all I can get in. On the government side of business, while you said that, you can get back that growth of 10,000-12,000, that is ideally on a QOQ or a H2 versus an H1 basis. But that number must already be there in your base. So you are talking about an acceleration in growth from 15 to 20 only on the back of housing, right?
Housing, agriculture.
Agriculture also, which will see a faster growth versus last year.
Agriculture normally is demand. This is peak period of demand from November to May. A peak demand of agriculture because in June, July, August, demand goes very much down.
Right.
Normally second half September, but this year September was washed out because the monsoon extended up to end September. So we had very poor demand in the month of September for agriculture, which doesn't happen normally.
Understood, sir. Thanks a lot, sir, and all the very best.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Nikhil Agarwal from Kotak AMC NDPMS. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir, and thank you for the opportunity. So my question was on the PVC, on the plastic pipes realization. We've seen a quarter-on-quarter jump above about 6%. So, and from the prices that I have, I see that average prices in quarter two are actually down for PVC. So, did we hold on to the higher prices and maybe had an impact on our market share or something during the quarter?
You see, quarter one is dominated by agriculture, April, May.
Okay. Yes.
Whereas the product mix get different in the second quarter. That's why you are finding better realization compared to quarter one. So it's the product mix.
Okay. But our market share has been stable on a quarterly basis. There's been no impact on that.
No, we might have gained market share.
Okay. Great. Could you quantify? I mean, could you just, what's the market share right now? Could you mention that?
Not market share.
Market share, so unless the data comes from all the players, then only we'll be able to make it out.
Okay.
Normally, dear friend, the market of plastic pipe is around 4.3 or 4.4 million tons. And we have got 65% by organized sector.
Okay.
In the organized sector, we are the largest supplier.
Yeah, right.
Next is Analysts, and then come Astral and Ashirvad.
Yeah, all right.
By volume, we are the largest supplier in the country.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, one more question. How has the government spending been till now? If I'm not wrong, government spending did start. It picked up from July end or maybe from August. So, did we not see any demand from that, from the government segment during the quarter, or is it yet to play out?
Government already announced that first half spending was low, and then they will release money for second half. So, second half starts only from October now.
Okay.
So we believe that October to March, government will be repairing. But first half, they are involved in election, and new government to come in position, because after all, it is mostly driven by central government. But now, central government is very much in position, and so second half demand is definitely going to be better.
All right. Understood, sir. That's it from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Bhavin Pandey from Athena Investments. Please go ahead.
Hello. Hi. Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity. So this first thing, we see an increase in the depreciation expense. So what explains that?
Tell me again what you're asking.
Sorry. Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yeah, please.
We could see a jump in depreciation expense. So what do you think would explain that?
Yeah. You see, the lot of brownfield expansion is taking place, but for lot of SKUs, we have to require the more for each and every SKU, where the life of the asset is lower than the plant and machinery. So as we are developing more and more SKUs, the addition capex which are incurred or which is going into production, you have to provide proportionate depreciation based on their respective life of the asset. And this will be the year in which we will be having the highest capex. In the first half itself, we had a addition of more than 260 crore rupees.
Okay. So, sir, I'm assuming for next few years or few quarters at least, you would be seeing higher depreciation expense on account of this, and once this tapers down, the flow towards PAT would be lower, right?
You see, ultimately depreciation, it's a cycle. Something get added new, so depreciation will be higher, but then old asset will get fully depreciated faster also. So, but as we are moving towards capex plan, and this year we have committed close to 1,500 crore rupees capex. So definitely yes, depreciation will be higher compared to previous years.
And so what kind of asset terms do we expect on the investment that we are doing over next 3-4 years?
On a brownfield expansion, you can expect 1:2.5. On a greenfield, it's 1:2.
Okay, so 2.5 and 2x respectively. And could you shed some light on the PVC prices, how they have behaved recently, and how do we see them shaping in the quarters ahead?
And now the prices are stable. We can't forecast, but we believe the prices are stable at a lower level. So there is very less chance of prices to go down unless the crude price comes down or economy goes very bad. So all the government, as you are fully aware, China is giving big stimulus to revive their economy. The U.S. economy is also not doing so bad as they have started reducing the interest rate. So we saw that they are comfortable now with the inflation level. So we believe that worst may be behind, but that is a big question I have to reply. Big question. But we believe the worst might be over in the world economy, mostly U.S. and China. They are a big user of PVC.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Abhishek Ghosh from DSP MF. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi sir. Thanks for the opportunity. Sir, in terms of if you look through your operating cash flow, we see a large build-up in inventory. Is it related to raw material or finished products, or is it an anticipation of a very strong second half? Some color there would be useful.
We combine raw material, finished with both.
Okay. So it is largely because
it will come down properly by the end of March.
Okay, so it will come back to the normalized levels.
Yeah.
Okay. And sir, just in terms of the first half, any expectation of what would have been the market growth for PVC pipes?
The market might have grown between 9 to 10%.
Sorry, I missed you on that, sir.
Market might have grown between 9 to 10%.
Okay. So you would have largely maintained your market shares as far as the first half is concerned.
I think so.
Okay, got it. And sir, the other thing is we see healthy growth coming back as far as the packaging product division is concerned, coupled with a healthy margin profile as well. So any comments on that, because packaging seems to be doing well as far as both growth and profitability.
Two divisions which are growing capacity. One is gross film laminate, and secondly protective packaging product. Gross film laminate business was bad shape in previous 2 years due to so many products were launched by various competition, and the products failed in the market. So there is a strong revival of demand for our product. And in protective packaging product, we have launched so many varieties of fabricated product, and we have launched to so many world market also. So that is growing by leaps and bounds. So So combined potential packaging product and cross-laminated film, the packaging demand for our company growing nicely.
Okay, so you think this is on recovery path as far as your market shares and growth profile is concerned?
Right. Yes. Okay.
Okay. So just one last thing. In terms of capacity expansion, some of the listed and the branded players, whoever is announcing capacity, you think beyond that also the 35% unorganized or the semi-organized players are also adding capacity, or is it the 3-4 listed players whom we kind of listen to?
So many players come new and so many players go away, so we are not taking unorganized players.
Okay.
Players mostly selling in their own local market. And we believe the organized sector market will go on growing. Small way will go on growing.
Okay. So from the 65%, it should only inch up from here is what you reckon from here on?
Grow further. In a small way, 1%, 2% may go on growing.
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but for a follow-up question, please rejoin the queue.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much.
The next question is from the line of Chirag from ValueQuest. Please go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Sir, my first question is on gas piping system. What is the capacity which we have created for this particular product? And what to expect, sir, in terms of volumes in next 6 to 12 months?
We have huge capacity of making polyethylene pipe, 3,000 tons per month. The same capacity can produce pipe for water, they can produce for gas also. For gas, we require very different raw material and we require a very strong testing system. Today, we have got system in place only at one plant which is near our Jalgaon. Other polyethylene pipe plant, we have not created any capacity to make any testing facility for offering gas pipe. So we will be offering gas pipe today, or we are offering gas pipe today only from our Garegaon plant, which is close to Jalgaon, and where we have got monthly capacity to produce 3,000 tons per month. So we are testing the market. There are other players, we are testing the market and we are going to sell, I believe, in this quarter.
Okay. And sir, who is the customer here and who are the competitors?
Sorry?
Who are the customers?
There are many players already in the business now. Many players.
Okay. And who would be the customer, sir?
Customers like Mahanagar Gas Limited. There are so many gas companies who are distributing gas. They are the customer.
Got it.
And they have been given contract by Government of India who want to give more and more houses gas supply by pipeline instead of buying by composite cylinder.
Got it. And sir,
in this market, dear friend.
Got it, sir.
And we will be not only supplying pipe, we will be supplying fitting also along with it.
Very clear.
There are many suppliers who only supply pipe, not fitting.
Right. Sir, in the initial comments, you had mentioned that there was 35 to 40 crore inventory loss during the quarter. If I look at your gross margins, that has actually gone up by almost 100 basis points. What could be the reason for the same?
Gross margin. Gross margin is when we are building up the inventory, which has gone up, then the overheads and the valuation goes into the finished goods. So that's why your cost of goods sold may not be the correct depiction.
Okay. And just lastly, on pipe segment, you said sustainable margins is 14 to 16%. So you mean EBITDA or EBIT?
EBITDA 14.5 to 15.25 EBITDA.
14 to 16% pipe. Yeah, EBITDA.
Generally, what is the depreciation?
About 3%.
Okay. Thank you, Anand.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, due to time constraint, that was the last question. I now hand over the conference over to the management for the closing comments. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank to all the friends who have raised questions. We are very thankful to them for asking very intelligent questions. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
On behalf of DAM Capital Advisors Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.
Thank you. Okay, you switch off. Okay.